Hi, Chef Sawyer here with another fantastic video. I got a very special video in store for everybody, so I hope you're excited. I'm coming at you with a Chef Sawyer original today, avocado toast. We all know it, we all love it, one of America's favorite breakfasts, but I'm about to do it in a completely original way that you've never seen before. Unless you watched the other video. You might have seen this recipe before. My sister and I versed off in an avocado toast-off, where this recipe that I'm about to show you all took first place in the competition. Hers was okay too, but I'm giving you the winning recipe, so you should be thankful. I'll go ahead and post that link in the description if you guys want to check that out. It's a very funny one. But today we're making an Italian-inspired avocado toast. I have a delicious rustic Italian loaf here, nice and hard. Rustic, yeah? Look at that. Some good bounce back on that, baby. We got some avocados because you can't make avocado toast without it. And then here's where we go a little Italian inspired with it. I have some mozzarella, some sun-dried tomatoes, a little bit of basil, some pecorino romano, and some garlic, and just a little bit of Italian seasoning and some olive oil. This is a super quick, super simple, very delicious recipe. I threw it together in 15 minutes last time. We're gonna be taking a little bit longer so I can show you guys how to do it perfectly. Let's get started! The sun-dried tomato pesto is super simple. It doesn't get easier than this. Into a blender or a magic bullet, whatever you got on hand, just put a couple of these delicious sun-dried tomatoes. These things are excellent. If you're not familiar with them, go out and buy a little jar just so you can try it for the first time. We're gonna pour a little bit of the juice. They're usually just brined in some extra virgin olive oil, but it has the tomato flavor, so that's good. A clove of garlic going in. A little more extra virgin olive oil going in just so to help it blend good. And just a little bit of pecorino romano or any hard salty Italian cheese you have. A little bit of salt to taste and some freshly ground black pepper as well. Just go ahead and blend this all up until it's a nice smooth spreadable paste. Sometimes you might need a little more liquid to blend things up. Just a little more olive oil can't hurt. You can see it has a beautiful color, nice and spreadable, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a taste to make sure the seasoning's okay. And it tastes great. This is perfect. That's exactly what we need. All right, next up is slice the bread. And if I slice it this way, the pieces will only get this long. So that's why I prefer to slice it on a bias so I can have longer pieces of toast. I go for a piece almost 1 inch thick. This is something that has some body to it. It's not gonna get soggy and fall apart. It's definitely gonna be able to hold up to the avocado toast. And that's the goal here. These 2 pieces of bread are absolutely perfect for what we need. All right, next step. Let's get our avocado made. Wow, that's a scam avocado right there. Look at this pit, oh my goodness. Be extremely careful when we're removing these pits. Boom, easy. We might have seen this a time or two. Go ahead and scoop that avocado out with a spoon. Scoop it into whatever kind of container you have. For me, this is like a bowl basically. All the avocados are peeled from the skin, and here's how I like to give it a mash. Because I don't like it too fine, I like nice thick chunks of avocado. So working it with a fork is a great way to make sure that it will still have some body and texture to it. After we have our avocado beautifully mashed, it's time to hit it with just a little bit of some Italian seasonings. A little bit of pepper, a lot of bit of salt. Avocado needs a good bit of salt. In a traditional avocado mash, usually we're adding lime juice, and that's because we need some sort of acid to the mixture. But red wine vinegar here, this is an excellent substitution. This is a little bit more of an Italian tasting acid. Instead of some lime juice, this is gonna give it some nice, rich, goody goodness, okay? Now for the piece de resistance, the absolute secret ingredient. We're gonna throw some fresh chiffonade basil in there. Let me show you how to do that the easy way, okay? You find your largest leaf of basil, and then you put the next one in size, one size down, and then another one, and you just stack them all on top. Basically, you are gonna prepare all your basil leaves in one pile. we take the largest leaf and we roll it very tight, okay? Just like that. And now after we have our basil nice and tightly rolled, we just come back and we slice it thinly. And this is how you achieve a beautiful chiffonade. You can see all these tiny little strands of basil are so thin, they just look like little basil hairs. Collect your beautiful basil chiffonade and throw it in with the avocado and give it a mixy. After all the ingredients are properly incorporated, just go ahead and give it a little taste. You're checking for the acid levels. You want to make sure there's enough herbs in there. If you don't taste enough herbaceousness, go ahead and add a little more fresh basil, add a little more Italian spices. You're checking your salt levels, your pepper, everything you added. You just want to make sure that it's at the taste that you want it to be. This is perfect for me. On to the next step. And now for our fresh mozzarella. That's gonna go on top of the avocado toast. I'm gonna slice it relatively thin, but not paper thin. To achieve maximum flavor, you definitely want to toast your bread in some melted butter because that is going to be the tastiest option. Toasting it in olive oil is good as well, except I already have so much olive oil in my sun-dried tomato pesto. So we're going to get a little bit of butter flavor incorporated in this avocado toast. Butter, all melted, toast, into the pan. Press down nice and firm to make sure that your toast is getting a good sear. Just grab your piece of bread with some tongs or your hands if you're comfortable to check the underside, and as soon as you're seeing results like this, you know it's time to flip it. That's exactly what you want. Check the other piece, that looks great too. I'm gonna leave it right there. All right, everybody, it's time to fry our basil, and this is gonna achieve a light, crispy, delicate little leaf. It's so beautiful, you're gonna see it in a minute. Before I put the basil in the fryer, it only takes 30 seconds, maybe less. I have my hot oil. I have a paper towel lined plate right here, and I have something that can scoop them out of the oil. These things need to be by your side and ready to go. We got our cute little leaves of basil right into the hot oil. Just be careful for some initial splashing, any moisture that might be in the leaf. And now you do not want to walk away. You got to stand here and be very attentive to these. As soon as you pull these out, throw it on your paper towel to drain. We have our beautiful crispity crunchity bread. Some of our delicious sun-dried tomato pesto. I still got some big chunks of cheese in there, but you know what? That is absolutely a-okay with me. Crispity crunchity bread, sun-dried tomato pesto, followed by our Italian seasoned avocado mixture. We like a healthy amount of avocado on our toast. We're getting our avocado toast covered with some of our beautiful, delicious fresh mozzarella, some finely grated pecorino, just for a little bit of saltiness and a little bit of presentation. And the last thing is our delicious basil leaves. Oh my God, are those pretty? It just crumbles into almost nothing. Delicious. I don't know about you guys, but this looks good to me. We have everything that a dish could possibly need. Creamy, crispity, crunchity, cheesy, herby, salty, deliciousness. There's too many to count on one finger, okay? Now it's time to taste it. Look at this, it's just beautiful. And now, let's see a cross section. Our nice thick crispy bread with our sun-dried tomato pesto, with our Italian seasoned avocado, with just a little bit of cheese on top. We got the pecorino, we got the mozzarella, and now all that's left to do is to taste it. But, I'll tell you guys what, that is a beautiful cross section right there. Mmm! Let me tell you people something, and you better listen to me, okay? Every single flavor here works magically together. You take a bite, and you say, what's going on in my mouth right now? But you don't know what's happening, but you love it. That is honestly so good, so simple, relatively cheap. It took me maybe 20-25 minutes to throw it together, but I went a little extra. You don't have to fry your basil and do all of these steps that are not necessary. What you should do is whatever you want to do. That's good for you. Thank you guys so much for coming back week after week to support Chef Sawyer. I'm so thankful. I love having you guys as my viewers. I hope you like this video. And go ahead and comment down below what you want me to cook next. I am accepting requests of all kind, okay? Have a great week and I'll see you next week. Chef Sawyer, out of here.